I've just taken early retirement, and my friends ask me, how can you do that? You need so much money. And whilst I was working, I had retirement dreams of holidays, a world trip tour. That doesn't sound right. World tour anyway. It's something that my wife really wants to do. Ride my motorbike, relax in coffee shops, go on mega walks, go on holidays, do days out, have more holidays. Bit of a theme going there. But reality, I had to take early retirement because my business failed, and I'm left now with very, very little money. So I'm having to make cutbacks, and I've done 19 cutbacks that they're not life changing, but they help in retirement. And unfortunately, I really wish I didn't have to do the last two, but they're some of the biggest savings. And I'm not going to say no holidays because that's not helping on the day. These are day-to-day cutbacks that I do. So the first is food. I used to have a takeaway once a week when I had kids. It was a treat. Kids liked it. They could pick whatever they wanted. But it was getting ridiculous. It was over £40 for a takeaway, and you can't keep that up. At least I can't. I've always been short of money. I've never been rich, and I've always had to be careful with my money. And my personal motto was, do I want it or do I need it? And if I didn't need it, I didn't get it. Apart from a motorbike, I really needed that. So that I've always been careful with the pennies, and spending £40 on a takeaway, it's that's just a luxury to me. I couldn't keep that up. But I can kick out a pasta meal for a fiver in 20 minutes. When if you go for a takeaway now, there's the choosing, there's the ordering, and then it takes another hour at least for it to be delivered. That's if you get it delivered. If you want to save a few pennies but still have your takeaway, go and collect it yourself. There's a bit of a saving. But I've cut them out totally now. I'm at home all the time. I can cook, and 20 minutes out of my day, it's, so I've cut out takeaways. There's no need for them. Thinking ahead, this saves me a bit of money. If I know I'm going to be out during meal times, at dinner time, I'll make a packed lunch instead of going to the supermarket for a meal deal. What is it with meal deals? They're total rubbish. Packet of crisps, a drink, a soggy sandwich, and people rave about them. Good grief! No, 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 no. So I make my own. I make my own sandwiches. Cup of flask of coffee. I'm good to go. That sorts me out and saves me an awful lot of money. Another food one. Oh, this is a treat for me. If I'm going out for a walk, a long walk, or especially if I'm out on my motorbike, I love to get a coffee and a cake, halfway around my ride, or I might make a walk to this certain cafe and then get the bus back. But the dream when I did retire was to, right, I'll get fit, I'll walk every day, and I'll go to a cafe and have a cup of coffee, nice and sociable. But coffee and a cake costs at least fiver, and if you used to do that 5 times a week, that's 25 quid. Again, I can't afford that. 25 quid a week, that's £100 a month. So sadly, the coffee shop, I will still go to them. They are a treat. I really like them, but once a month, that'll be about it. That was the plan. It's rained for 3 months solid. I've not been out. So I've saved a lot of money on coffee and cake. That's a bit of a sad one. Right, let's move on a bit. Going along with food, alcohol. I've quit alcohol nearly, no, almost totally. I don't drink alcohol when I go out, and as a result, I don't like to go out anymore. I used to drink alcohol every day. Always have a bottle of wine somewhere. At one stage, I used to drink wine whilst I was cooking, but save that for meals now. But totally cut out the wine as well. I have saved an awful lot of money. I used to spend all my money on alcohol, and now I spend. Uh, I like to buy a bottle of whiskey once or twice a year. That's how long it lasts me. That's my only alcohol intake, and because, like I said, because I'm not drinking, I don't go out as much. It's a bit sad, but and when I do go out, I don't save money. I drink cordial, and for some reason, pubs like to charge you the same amount for cordial as they do for a pint of beer. That's wrong. Memberships to the gym. Pristine body. Uh, this is all chocolate and biscuits. They're my big downfall. Membership, yeah, there we go. Membership to the gym. I did have a membership to the local sports centre, so it's not quite a gym, but it was underused. It's cheaper for me to just go out and when I want to go swimming or do circuit training, or whatever, just pay on the day. That'd be much cheaper for me. So memberships. Can I get? Yeah, let's do subscriptions at the same time. Oh my goodness, the world's gone mad for subscriptions. Uh, I have cut out just about everything that was a subscription, and honestly, it's not been any but great loss. I've still got Netflix. Uh, you've got to have some form of TV. Subscribe to it, but it's still rubbish. I still don't watch very much. Uh, and I think I've seen that people will change the subscriptions from one month to the next. Unfortunately, I'm tied in with my broadband, so I can only do Netflix. I can't swap. But if I could swap, I would do Netflix one month, Disney another month, Amazon Prime. And actually, we've got Amazon Prime as well. My wife's a member of Amazon Prime, so we do have that. Still more programs I don't watch. But anyway, you get the gist. What else am I subscribed to? My mobile phone. I have a monthly subscription there, and can't do without it. But I'm seriously considering how much do I actually use it. Can I just go pay as you go? Because I'm at home all the time, and at least with this contract, I'm able to use the Wi-Fi all the time. So it's all. I'm not actually using any credits up. But I haven't seen a pay-as-you-go that allows you to use the Wi-Fi as well. It's all wrong. They just want your money all the time. But I've cut everything else out. I just don't have any other subscriptions. No, can't think of any. So that's been a saving. Subscriptions. You don't need them. Don't need them. Oh, I was on about holidays earlier on. Let's give you a change of view because the view over there is lovely. Can't do it with this tripod though. Another big saving is on holidays. My wife, foolishly, because I'm at home all the time, she says, "Right, you can do all the booking and organising," and I kind of leave things to the last minute. I'm not very organised, and as a result, I've ended up with some quite good bargains. I don't know how reliable that is, but the past two, I was on a main holiday. I ended up in Morocco, which was a fantastic bargain. So cheap. I booked about 2 weeks ahead of us going, and yeah, got a fantastic hotel at a fantastic price. Next was just recently had a couple of days out in Chester, so I had to find somewhere to sleep for a couple of nights, and I went on the Airbnbs, and they're very expensive now. They're not cheap, and I just found a local hotel that we just wanted to fill the rooms up for really cheap. So I did that. So last minute bookings have worked for me. I don't know how reliable this actually is, but yeah, bargains can be had if you just leave everything till last minute. Last minute bookings, yeah, I can recommend those. Do like my days out. Bit of wind up here. It's a bit cold. Uh, Another thing that I save money on is not buying the latest tech. I've just bought this camera. I think it came out about 8 years ago. It does everything I need. It's 4K. It's made for video. So, unlike my last camera was just terrible for recording. And so far, I've been very pleased with this camera. So for an 8-year-old camera, it does the deal. I've got a mobile phone that's must be at least 4 years out of date now. It's Google Pixel 6, and I think they're out at number 10 now. So yeah, you don't need the latest tech. In fact, if I was to get a new phone, go on to the number 10, I don't think it does anything more than this one does. Possibly better video, but still hard pressed to beat this phone. So you don't need the latest tech. About to get noisy, a lot of people about. So another saving is on trends. At the moment, my friends are into the latest watches. Now they can't afford to retire, but they'll put £3,000 into a watch. That's not for me. Yeah, whether it's a named watch or just one of these smartwatches that have got all the gadgets on. I mean, I won't go down that route because I've got a smartwatch. I don't use it. I just use it to tell the time now. So yeah, I could have just got a good looking watch and been very happy with that. So trends, that could be expensive, and you know they're all bragging about it now, but 6 months down the line there'll be new watches out and they'll have to stop bragging then because they haven't got the latest. I had to show you that sheep then. Didn't it look like a clown? I guess this one follows on from the watches. Is don't buy named clothing. I make big savings on clothing by just trying to buy quality goods that don't have Nike name on them, or that's wrong here. That don't have company names on. Yeah, I mean, some of my clothes are older than the kids, and the kids are 30. God, I'm old. I'm old. But yes, I've had some of my clothing a long, long time. I was in the shop looking at t-shirts just the other day, and the there was two they were actually next to each other. There was a named brand and a super cheap one. So it was pay £2, or I think they wanted £20 for this t-shirt. And honestly, apart from the name on them, they were identical. The quality was the same. Rubbish. The style was the same. It was the same t-shirt, but with this brand on. And you're paying £20 just for this brand. Who cares? I mean, if I saw somebody with Nike on, or what are other names? I can't think of any. But anyway, you know what I mean. If it's got a name brand, I'm not impressed. I don't think, oh, look at him, got a named t-shirt on. No, that doesn't bother me at all. The next one's going to be a bit of a rant. Paid storage. I'm always being asked for it. Your storage is full. Pay now and expand it. And for me, I mean, it's a subscription. I should have added it to the other bit, but it's not a subscription. It's insurance you're paying for. At least when I use it, I guess if you've got many computers and you're swapping files from one device to another, then this cloud storage comes in. But I just used it as a backup for all my photos, things that I'd be gutted about if the house set on fire, and I lost everything. So I thought, oh yeah, paid storage, that'd be great. And so I put all my files up to it, and it filled up. It filled up. So it says pay now and get more storage. And being a frugal type, I decided, no, I'll just delete something. Hello. So I deleted it, and they'd linked it to my computer, and it deleted off my computer as well. So I lost it forever. So here's a beware of this storage, the cloud storage that they keep wanting to do. You don't own the data once it's on that storage. They can do whatever the hell they want with it. If you don't keep up with your payments, they delete it. You've lost everything. Not only will they delete it out of the cloud, they'll delete it off your computer as well. So don't do cloud storage. It's a bad idea. At least it is for me. So yes, beware if you use cloud storage. Don't delete anything without first unlinking it. You can unlink it, I found out after, so they don't wipe it off your computer. Apart from that, just don't do it. I put everything on thumb drives. It's nice and safe in a different place. The house can go up. I've still got everything I want. Or even the hard drives. I gotta admit, this is before cloud storage. I had a lot of videos that I'd family videos that I put on the disc, and thought all's good, and my disc just failed. So back up when you can. but I'm not going to recommend a subscription to the cloud storage. Hobbies. I'm a keen hobbyist. I've got a lot of projects on the go and lots of hobbies. And unfortunately, what I used to do was watch YouTube or Pinterest or whatever, and buy things for the next project I was going to do, and then never actually do it. I've got drawers and drawers full of crafting stuff that I haven't used yet. So for me now, I can do all my hobbies without having to buy anything to do them. So where am I going with this one? So for my hobbies now, I'll only buy what I need when I need it, not just in case, or the next thing I'm going to make is this. I'll only buy what I need when I'm going to do it. That is going to be a very big saving for me. Not to mention a saving of space. All my drawers and cupboards are just full. Don't need any more. Which brings me on to another tip, which is to do with my crafting, is if I can, if something's broken, I won't throw it away, I'll try and repair it. I mean, things are getting harder and harder to repair nowadays, but yeah, if I can, I'll have a go at repairing it. Or if there's something I want, I'll have a go at making it. And I've made nothing recently. I made a mobile phone holder, because I really don't like the mobile phone holders that you buy off Amazon. I've dropped my phone so many times trying to put it into these sprung-loaded clamps that I ended up having to make something myself. But yeah, if I can, repair it or make new. Something that I won't buy, but I listen to them all the time. Talking books. I love. In fact, I'm addicted to talking books at the moment. But if you to go through the proper routes, they are so expensive. It's dearer than buying a book. Silly, but there's sites out there that do free talking books. Some of them are proper legitimate ones, and others are a little dodgy, let's say. I have a special standalone computer just for talking books, just for all the adverts and rubbish that they try and put on me. But I've saved an awful lot with going on the internet and finding alternatives to paid talking books. But anyway, I'm just using the internet to save money. Books, I mean, I love reading. I just prefer talking books now because I can listen to a book and continue doing my craft work. Multitasking. Not often a man can say that, but yeah, I can listen to a book and make things. So that's what I try to do. But I used to read an awful lot as well, and that got very expensive. Just buying books every day, and then I discovered the library. They don't always have the type of books that I want, but there's plenty of reading material in the library. And lately, where I live, there's book shelters. You can people read a book and then just put them in these little boxes, and I think you're supposed to swap books. Take one of your older ones and swap it. So that totally works. Enjoying smashing the ice in the puddles. Saving money on my car journeys. I'm trying not to use my car as much now. If I can, I'll walk, because most of my journeys now, it's to my local town. And if I'm needing something, I can put it in a bag. I'll walk there. It's only a couple of miles. If it's a bit further I have to go, I've got a push bike. Got to admit, I don't like using the bike as much anymore. The roads, they're just dangerous and full of potholes. I know why cyclists cycle in the middle of the road now. Side of the road's just, it's just not nice riding. So I'll only use the car now if for long distances, or if I'm having to take most of the trips I do is trips to the tip. So I got to fill the car up and do that, or the shopping. Can't do that if it's a big shop. Got to use my car. And that's about the only things. I was saying to people, I'm proper retired now. Right? When I go to the doctors, I'll go on my push bike instead of driving there. It was funny in my head. Doesn't sound it out aloud. So yeah. So I try to avoid using the car if I possibly can. The dream. Oh, the big dream. Winning the lottery. I've cut back. I'm now limiting myself to one a month. I know it's a total waste of money. Chances of winning it are millions to one, but somebody always does win it, so it works for somebody. So that's me. I still dream of winning the lottery, but I'll only do it once a month. What I tend to do is I get my ticket and then not check it, so it's like I got a winning lottery ticket in my pocket. They must have run out of puddles with ice in. Another saving for me is that I cut my own hair. Uh, Before, when I started doing that, it was a convenience. When I used to work for myself, I never had time to go out to the barbers, and apart from a weekend, and it was always a couple hour wait to get your hair cut. Uh, so I started cutting my own hair just out of convenience, just to save time. And I'm not going to say I got good at it. In fact, my wife hates my haircut. But yeah, that saves me money. And I cut my hair in 15 minutes. It's over and done with. I don't want to sit in a barber's for hours at a time. Yeah, saying that though, now I'm retired, I've got time. I can go during the week. But I believe they've got very expensive now. Not to the extent of a lady's haircut, but they're getting there. It's not a cheap do getting your haircut anymore, unless you cut your own. And so we come to the last two that I'm really not happy that I have to make these cutbacks. The first one is pets. Both my cat and dog died last year, and I've made the decision not to replace them. Not because of money, but recently I've been looking after, taking for walks, a pup, and I'm too old for it. I cannot look after an excitable dog, a dog full of energy. Uh, they're just too much hard work now. Her dog now, this dog is now 1.5, and it's still like a little baby pup. You know, it's just, you're looking after it all the time instead of just having your own walk with your loyal, trusty dog next to you. Uh, and so, oh, the reason that I'm not getting another one is we like to go away for weekends or as much as possible, and now the kids don't live at home. There's nobody to look after them for us. They were tying us down, so we couldn't go away whenever we wanted. But I've realised that now I've not got them. You know, I wasn't getting wasn't paying for the food feed anymore. That the shopping bill had gone down, and I was spending over £10 a week just on food and treats for them. So yeah, that's a bit of a sad saving. And the last one is heating. I really wish I could warm the house up whenever I wanted, keep it nice and warm. But no, I'll put a jumper on all the time. I've even got an indoor hat. I wear a hat. I just don't put the heating on when I'm on my own. I'll put it on for the wife, keep her nice and warm. But for me, I just don't put the heating on, which is why I play the lottery. I do wish that I didn't have to make any of these cutbacks, but life choices. I should have saved when I was younger. But still, stuck with what we've done. Stuck with what we've got. So it's not about cutting back on the things that you love or cutting them out. You know, it's just about being careful, making sensible choices. I really do hope that you find one or two of these tips useful. So it's not been a waste of my time. No, I really do hope that I've helped you out here. This is Phil saying, ta for now.